All right, here we go. We have one of the hottest New York rappers in the building, B-Lovee. Welcome to Vlad TV.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, you made a lot of noise in a very short period of time. You know, you're setting a new trend, I think, in hip-hop. You and your crew are really kicking up a lot of dust right now and doing your thing. I really appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate you coming in today.
Nah, yeah, definitely appreciate it. Yeah, we just making it happen, man. It was a long journey, for sure.
Yeah, well, it's your first time here. Let's start from the beginning. So you grew up in the Bronx?
Yeah.
All right, so what was the Bronx like in the 2010s?
It was hectic in the 2010s. Bronx was tough. For me, I was young. I was hella young. That's why when I really started running around by myself, for me, yeah, it was tight. It was dangerous growing up out there.
Okay, now your family is West Indian.
Yeah, like, for me, we got it in but we not really on some real, like, I don't know how to explain it, but we wasn't really, we not really on some Caribbean, for me, living household type of vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like happening for me.
What nationality are your parents?
Like we from America. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
I got it.
Like regular.
I got it. Okay, so you grew up in the Andrew Jackson houses in South Bronx?
Yeah.
Okay, and you primarily live with your dad?
Nah, I primarily live with my mom.
Okay.
We used to live on 182nd Bathgate. And my father lived over there in the projects. So
okay,
I'd just be over there.
Okay. And you were going to high school, but you left in 9th grade?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened? That's what, your freshman year?
Yeah, it was horrible. It was just like, for me, what I needed at that point, school wasn't giving it to me. And I wasn't really learning nothing. Like, and the route I was going, school was no help for it. So it was like, it was just taking up too much time. It was over for school. I had to fail.
Okay, so you dropped out freshman year of high school?
Yeah.
Okay, how'd your parents take that?
Like, I don't know. My pops used to be on something for me. He's sharing. My mom, she was mad, but she was like, for me, I just signed out of school. For me, just sign out. Then if you're not gonna go, just started catching ACS cases and shit, and then like that, like, just sign out.
Okay, well, what are those exactly? HES cases?
Like ACS case, like, you'll catch an ACS case from not going to school.
Okay.
For me, stuff like that. Like, for me, it's for your parents or whatever, and the case may be.
Okay.
What is it? Something child services.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, so, I mean, around this time, around, high school time, were you getting in trouble or were you avoiding trouble?
Yeah, I was getting in trouble. For me, I started from young, but everybody was getting in trouble. Like I said, the route we was going, it was just that route. Like, we just outside choosing to do the wrong things, for me getting in trouble and all that.
Okay, so, I mean, getting in trouble, you actually getting arrested or just little shit?
Yeah, I was getting arrested for little petty stuff. For me getting arrested and taking us to the precinct, for me questioning us and all that, I was getting arrested. Block was police arresting us for trespassing, jaywalking, you feel me? Anything. Damn. Like, for me, they was arresting us for anything.
Okay, but you were still a minor, so it was just a little slap on the wrist and then come back out.
Facts.
I mean, did you ever have to do any sort of jail time or anything during that time, or juvenile or nothing?
Nah.
Okay, good. And then K-Flock, you guys knew each other as kids.
Yeah.
Okay, like how old were you when you met K-Flock?
I was like, from 13, 14, around there. He was young. He was probably like 11, 12. I had to be like 13 through 15. He was like 11 through 12.
Okay, and he lived around your mom?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you guys met, neither one of you were rapping?
Nah.
Okay, so you guys just start kicking it as homies?
Yeah. We just met around the way. I used to go to school over there. His best friend was in my class. So he like, yo, let's be out over here. Pick up my man from school. The first time I met him, we went, picked him up from school, him and JoJo. KK and JoJo, we picked him up. That's how we met. We just been knowing each other since then. We just chill after school, smoke, go to the crib, chill, go outside for them, just do shit. And just be chilling.
Like, who was the more wild one back then, you or him?
I mean, he was always animated. Like, I mean, he wild is like that. Like me, I used to be doing shit, but like we used to be, I'm the calm one. I'm just like in the cut with it, He hostile.
Yeah.
Like, he a hostile person.
Okay, so then 2015 rolls around. You're age 15 at the time. Is that when you first started recording?
Yeah.
Okay, and your name, B-Lovee, was from the Nutty Professor movie. Buddy Love?
Not entirely. Like, that was never really my name, Buddy Love. My name was Buddy. Like, I was named after the Chucky shit.
Oh, okay.
Then Buddy Love was just like a joke. Like, I see my mom friends, older people that I ain't see in a minute, see them in like a year, couple months, they'd just be like, Buddy Love, Buddy Love. Like, that was just a joke thing.
Okay, but it started to stick at one point.
Yeah, because it was my Facebook name. I put it as my Facebook name, Buddy Love. So then my man like, I just use B-Lovee. Then I started rapping a couple months after. And I just stuck with B-Lovee.
Okay, why the extra E at the end? Because when I first read it, I was like, is it B-Lovee? Because I'm sure people probably say that sometimes.
Yeah, B-Lovee.
B-Lovee.
I don't know, a Spanish person said my name and they said that, like, B-Lovee. But nah, it's just something different. It's still B-Lovee. Like, but it's double E. Don't forget that double E.
Okay, so age 15, you started recording, but you didn't really stick to it at that point.
I made 3 songs and then never made music again all the way to like ended in 2019.
Okay, and you were like around, what, 19, 20 at that point?
I was 18, 19 around that time.
18, 19, okay.
My B-Day is like the last month of the year, so like 2020, I'm 19 years old into the last month for me, so like that's how it worked.
Okay, and that was around the time the Brooklyn drill started to really make its way?
Yeah.
I mean, this was what, like Pop Smoke and everyone started popping around that time?
Yeah. Pop Smoke, Chef G and them was popping around that time.
Okay, and that's what really kind of influenced you to kind of take it serious again?
Nah, not really. Only thing that really, like, we wasn't ever, like, we started rapping during pandemic, so it was like, we ain't really have much to do after we outside doing everything or everything shut down. We just in the crib making music and all that. So, like, nobody really influenced us. Like, we in the crib watching somebody be like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. It just happened to be our last option to entertainment to do for me around. Like, oh, I bet we don't got we doing this. Fuck it, let's just try to make music or some shit.
Okay, so you started recording again, and then you put out the EP, Cortland Baby?
Yeah.
Okay, why that name?
Because that's the lifestyle for me, calling baby.
What's Cortland?
That's the projects I grew up in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So like a project started Project Baby, I'm calling baby, calling project, like calling baby.
All right, so you put that together. How many songs was it?
Well, like 6, 7 songs.
Okay. So how did you release it when you put it together?
I dropped this during the pandemic. Facts. I just was in the crib. We had to buy a distro crib. I remember me and my mans in the crib. We just all signed up our like to put out on all platforms. Like a distro kit and all that. We set up a date, promoting in the hood. And then cover arts and shit. We just put it out there. It wasn't really nothing. It was like, because we was only making music between us because our projects is big. So like only we really hearing our music like all day. We go outside, we hear us playing our music, you feel me? We promote. It's just like the hood thing for me. So we just put it out there and then other people start hearing eventually.
Okay. So basically in your projects, everyone started fucking with it.
Yeah.
And then it started to kind of spread from there.
Yeah.
All right, that's dope. I mean, you kind of started grassroots.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. So what was the first song that started to kind of start to buzz after you started putting your shit out?
I dropped 3 songs, 3 videos out of it. Through the Code, me and Boo was Savage. We went crazy on that. That was really a buzz. Then it got taken off YouTube.
Because the samples?
Nah, it wasn't even a sample. I don't know why it got taken off YouTube. But it got removed. Boom. What the song? We was just dropping records. Me, K Flock, me, YSL, PJ, COE. We was just dropping mad records.
So who was the first one in the crew that really started to pop with the music? Was it K Flock first or?
Nah, not really. My son YSL, I'm not gonna lie. YSL and PJ and B-Lovee, they had dropped Shoot to Get Shot. You could see everybody in there, like even people from in the video, people from K Flock Block was in the video. Everybody on the radio, everybody from we all in the video. Bugging. This before mad people was rapping. K Flock started rapping a little other, but people started noticing once they dropped that Shoot to Get Shot, boom, people started noticing what was going on, and we all driving, and it got lit like that.
Okay, so when did the Columbia deal come together? Because that was 2021, right?
Yeah, October, I think, around that time.
Okay, so with If You Know, You Know, did that drop before or after the Columbia deal?
Before.
Okay, so you put out If You Know, You Know, aka IYKYK.
Yeah.
And that just went crazy.
Yeah, that was tough. It was something new, like, you know, real sample drill or something that sounded good.
Yeah.
For me, it just went out there.
Right, well, you sampled Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go, which was like a big reggae song. I remember. This was like, man, what year was it? Maybe like 2002?
Yeah.
You were 2 years old when that shit came out? Your mom was probably bumping it.
Yeah, facts. That's how I know my family, all the people I be around, listening to music. So once I heard that, I'm like, oh, nah, this the track. I gotta do this. The beat was bumping.
Right. So I mean, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, wait, this is Wayne Wonder. I used to spin this when I DJ. I remember this track. Okay. Whose idea was it to sample that and put it together?
It wasn't really no idea, but my boy Chris says he already had it. He was already trying to get it to me. So I posted one day, I'm on the way to the studio. I posted, I need beats. I see people writing me, I check my message requests. I see a couple people writing me, I click on a DM. I listen to the beat. And it's that. I'm like, oh, nah, this fire right here. I send it back to him, like, yo, send me this. Boom, he sent it to me. I just went to the studio, fucked with it.
Well, right now, that song has 25 million views if you look at YouTube and Spotify put together. The Apple, you know, I'm sure you add probably another 5-10 million on the Apple streams. You can't see those. But in terms of what I could see, I counted 25 million. Yeah. I mean, isn't it crazy how, like, when you think of that, like, considering like how small of an area you grew up in, you just fucking with your projects, and now 25 million people are listening to this shit.
Nah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's tough. I be thinking about that all the time. Like, dream come true, niggas be living it.
Okay, so was that the song that got Columbia? Well, because it wasn't just Columbia, it was like a bidding war at one point, right? All the labels were interested. Was it because of that song or a little bit later on?
It was that. Nikki. Spot on, and then, you know, it was just a new movement that just impacted dumb hard, and it was like, and I was one of the pioneers, you feel me? So it was like a good 4 of us, so they was just racing to us for like trying to get there.
All right, with Nikki, that's when he sampled Egyptians, Hold Ya.
Thanks.
And you know, and that's kind of interesting. We were talking about this before the interview, is like, hip hop really kind of got away from samples at some point. You know what I mean? Because hip hop started just sample. Then everyone, you know, had to break off the sample holders and kind of started making original shit. But like, when I listen to your shit, like, you don't even try to hide it. You like, boom, this is, you know, you heard this before, and I'm going to flip this, and everyone going to know this song. Was that like a conscious thing? Like, okay, I'm really going to, my style is going to be like real sample heavy, big songs.
Nah, it wasn't really like, until like it started blowing up. At a point in time, I wasn't on something like, I'm just sample. I blew off the samples. People, all they do is send me samples. Producers, all they do is send samples. So when I ask for beats, they send a bunch of samples. So it's like, I got no choice but to record no sample. After a while, it was heavy, but it was never really my choice of like, all right, bet, I'm gonna do this sample, I need a sample.
Okay. So then those two songs drop, and everyone else is going crazy too in your crew, and everyone's making noise, and then the bidding war starts. Yeah. Okay. And, you know, I can imagine this is like a dream come true for you.
No, that's a fact.
You know, especially living in New York where all the labels are, you know, you're
Yeah.
growing up in the shadow of all these labels and all these major New York artists everyone
I
signed.
know about that.
So now everyone starts calling. I mean, was it kind of overwhelming in the beginning?
At first it wasn't, cause like, boom, man, it's going like, yo, these people just reached out, they just reached out. So it's cool, boom. But now, when it comes to the deadline, that's when it start getting overwhelming. You start, me, I'm a nigga that's overthinking too much. I'll be panicky. I'm thinking, overthinking. I'm like,
Okay,
oh,
so
nah.
so what labels like had offers on the table with you?
I remember
Atlantic,
it
I'm
was
sure.
Warner,
Republic,
Republic, Columbia.
of course. Atlantic.
I don't know if we met with Atlantic.
Okay.
It was another
Interscope.
I think we met with, did we meet with Capital?
Capital. Yeah.
We definitely, I think we met with Capital. I think I met with somebody from Capital. Boom. They had put up to my session and shit.
Okay, and these are all big, major, established labels. So, what was it about Columbia? Was it just the biggest check, or was there something about them that you felt like?
It was just something about them, like, you know, people just talking around. They like, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, for me, this route, they like, for me, they don't really, for me, when times get tough and shit, they'll still fuck with you. Like, they'll still work with you. Like, they won't just shelf you up or something like that, like, for a fact. Like, they gon'. So that's the type of relationship I was really looking for. Like, because, you know, times ain't always good. Shit go bad sometimes. You might just still need that little time to rebuild. And they was just saying, like, they'll fuck with you, like, heavy. Like, I'm like, all right, bet.
How did it feel to walk in that office and sign that contract?
It was like, I don't think because it was still, I don't even think the offices was really open yet, because I was in my lawyer office. Yeah, we couldn't even go into buildings yet.
Okay.
First time I went to Columbia Building was like months after.
Okay, so they went to your lawyer's office, but they brought the paperwork.
Yeah.
And they had the check right then and there?
Nah.
That came later.
Yeah, it can't, because at the time, I was in the projects with it, bro. I'm thugging. I'm telling you, I ain't even have ID. I ain't have a bank account, nothing.
Okay.
Like, so there's no way I could receive the money. I ain't gonna lie. So,
Right, because you were, what, 20 at the time?
yeah, I was
21?
Yeah, no, I was, what was I, 20? No, it was 2021 October. Yeah, I was 20.
20, so you're not even old enough to drink.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. But you did finally get that check. And I'm not going to get in your pockets, but I assume it was a big check.
It was a good play. It was a good, healthy play.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, when you cashed that check, what was the first thing you bought?
I'm in the Jets with it, man. We in the Jets, we buying. The first thing I went to go buy, I went shopping. Music videos, buying bottles, B&Bs, we was doing everything. I was just, for me, just doing shit. Niggas doing the projects. We get some breads over, nigga. We just party hard. That's what we was on. Was I ain't got no crib. I ain't got no car, nothing.
Oh, so you had no car. Who were you living with at the time?
I'm living in the projects still. I was still in the projects.
So
with
were
it.
you with your mom or?
Nah, my siblings.
Okay, with your siblings.
My sisters. I got an older sister. She's like 20s, my little brothers.
Okay. Like how much money do you think you blew in that first month after getting the check?
First month, I probably blew like 150.
150 grand.
Yeah, for sure.
Clothes, jewelry, bottles.
Yeah, I wasn't buying true, bro. I was doing mad shit. I had to catch up. I had to catch up on life. You heard everything I really messed up.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time. It's the
lie.
first time you get. I mean, the first time you get a big
Yeah.
check, it's kind of hard to really keep your composure. I mean, I remember.
I ain't gonna lie. I blew 30,000 the first day.
The first day you blew 30,000. Do you remember what you bought that day? Was it all like designer? Or?
Designer, everything. I was buying everything. Gangsta. It was lit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like 2 days.
Did you notice right away that people around you started to change a little bit?
Yeah, hell yeah. Niggas changed.
Explain.
Like, for me, I used to chill. I don't be with niggas I used to be with. When you blow up, for me, we ain't never had this. Like, nobody ever knew we was gonna have this, bro. get lit. For me, you doing for people, looking out for niggas, giving niggas clothes, feeding niggas, putting food in niggas, money in niggas' pockets. For me, but once you start really, for me, you can't really take everybody with you everywhere all the time.
Right.
Like, for me, I'm going places taking 10 niggas with me. For me, feeding niggas every time I eat, $700, $500, hella weed, hella everything. Niggas want to live like me. I'm letting niggas live like me. For me, niggas got on designers. Pair of Marys cost $1,200 a pop. Depends what type of you get. You might be paying 15. You feel what I'm trying to say? So, putting the Marys on niggas and all that. Once all that slow down, you start, nah, let me focus up. I gotta move by myself, pick through these quick money moves, collect, get on the grind. Niggas start feeling different, bro. Everybody feel like they obligated for what's yours and not. Nobody grateful for what you really do. Everybody, niggas be envying too, bro. It's just, niggas just be want to be you so bad. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
why?
this happens to everyone. Like,
Nah,
everyone I
that's a
sit down with has this exact same story. I've had this story.
Nah, real shit.
You know, this is like unavoidable. It don't even matter where you start. You know, I don't care
real.
if you start rich or middle class or whatever. This will happen every single time.
Every time.
What do you think was just the most snake shit that someone did to you that you think that someone who you actually helped out, but it wasn't enough? You know what I'm saying?
Niggas just ain't nobody really snake, like you know, on some backdoor, but niggas just be on some, like, for me, bro, if I feed you and do all that, bro, all you gotta do is be real and grind. Like, for me, you sit there, niggas be acting like they forgot the past. Like, I don't like that. Niggas be forgetting what you did once you say no. You might say yes a million times. Once you say no, niggas
Oh yeah,
forgot.
that one no.
Yeah, they forget everything, niggas.
That should sting too, because it's like, motherfucker, I've given you 50 yeses. But this one time I'm going to tell you no, and it's an issue.
It's an issue.
It's an issue. That shit kills me, man.
Yeah,
I told dudes to fuck themselves. Bro.
It hurt, but it be cool. Like, people come and go, bro. It's all right. Like, niggas just got to keep winning. Word.
Can't take everyone with you, you know?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, so now you signed, and did Brotherly Love come out after you signed? Or before? I'm trying to kind of figure out the timeline here.
I think before.
Before.
Yeah, it was
okay,
before.
that's
yeah,
K-Flock featuring you and Dougie B.
Yeah, that's before.
Okay. Was Dougie B like locked up?
Yeah, he was locked up.
Okay, what was he locked up for?
I'm not sure. I think he was locked up for what? Robbery or something like that from back in the days.
Okay, and he got out around the time you signed?
Yeah, not before. Like, around the time we just started heating up. None of us were signed yet when he touched back. We were just...
Okay, so he came out, but then, so now he's part of this whole movement.
Yeah.
So he walked into a good situation, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and this was your man, like, how long did you know Dougie
Same
B?
time, I knew him back then too.
Around the same time as K-Flock?
Right, yeah, probably met him like 2 years after, year after.
Haha. Okay, he's dope, by the way.
Yeah, he go crazy.
He's tight. Okay, so then Brotherly Love came out, and that's just adding to the buzz.
Yeah.
Op Spotter
comes
out. Is that around the same time before or after you got signed?
That's Op Spotter was the build up. That's before Brotherly Love.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so Op Spotter was first.
Yeah.
And then Brotherly Love came out afterwards.
Yeah.
Then Brotherly Love had like a couple parts, right? Like a part 2, I think.
Yeah, we recently just dropped the part 2.
Okay, that came later. All right, got it. Okay. And then, well, you did My Everything.
Yeah.
But it got leaked.
Yeah.
How did it get leaked?
I don't know.
Okay.
They don't want to show themselves, man. I'll be happy. I appreciate it. Sure.
Okay. Once again, big sample.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige. And I guess there's a whole story behind that I guess you did it for your mom?
Yeah, I did it for me, I heard this song, I did it for like the girls in my family or whatever. I wasn't really gonna drop it. I was just making music like for me. Cause my mom had recently just asked me, for me, I'm like, I know she don't wanna hear this rah. Like, we coming strong on the drill at this time. Like, it's raw. I know she don't wanna hear this all day. Like, just trying. And then when Cash had played the sample, it already clicked in my head like, oh, Mary J, my mom used to play this all the time, cleaning and all that. Like, yeah, let me do this real quick.
Yeah, and that song, well, I guess it started to go viral on TikTok first.
Yeah, that's where it started.
I mean, when that started to happen, was that your first like TikTok viral
Yeah.
moment?
Nah.
That's a little different than going viral on other
Nah.
platforms.
We was already, cause like I said, everybody was already, the Bronx drill was new. Everybody want to find out what's going on, what's what. So they was already, people from UK was already on TikTok making funny videos, you know, just already doing that. So that's what really helped it, I feel, cause we was already trending on TikTok. So once that came, B-Lovee, my TikTok, it add up and just went off, and it was a leak.
Dope. Right, and samples Mary J. Blige, everything. That got 17 million views between YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah.
So another huge song. And then you did a part 2 and a part 3.
Yeah.
So part 2 was A Boogie.
Yeah.
How'd you two link up?
I
He's from
know
the Bronx too.
Yeah. Like our neighborhood, High Bridge, Colin, they know each other for years. Like we got history, chemistry already. So it's like it was regular.
Organic.
Yeah, I was already around them, chilling with them, behind the scenes already. Like for me, cause
Okay, so you was already tapping in on what you guys were doing.
yeah.
Okay, dope. Okay. And he, I mean, what he does is real different from what you guys do.
Yeah.
You know, he's more melodic, he sings more, and I think he brought like a totally different kind of feel to that song.
Yeah, he did.
And then G Herbo did part 3.
Yeah.
Like, I've never really heard, I mean, have I heard about, I mean, you see different versions of songs, but not really part 2, part 3 with different artists every time. Usually it'd be like a big like
remix.
Big remix with like 5,
facts.
6 people on it, but you actually had a whole different version. You know, you got the Bronx dude on part 2, then you got the Chicago dude on part 3.
Yeah.
How did you and Herbo hook up?
Shit, Herbo, he was jacking the song for me. It was it was like ready leak.
Oh, he made his own remix?
Nah, he on live, driving it for me, laying truck and all that.
Oh, he was playing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
playing it, blasting it. And he just telling people on live, man, tell B-Lovee, get me on this. Man, tell Shorty, hit me. Send. I was asleep. I missed the live. So when I wake up, I just see everybody sending it to me and all that. I see all the blogs catching it, posting it, tagging me. And then I called my son Flock. I hit G Herbo, told him hit me for me, reply DM. Then he texted me back, sent it. I sent it over. For sure, linked up, shoot the video. It was bumping. I went to Chicago, it was bumping. Hell yeah.
Oh, you guys filmed it out there?
Yeah, they fuck with it out there heavy. Hell yeah, that song was tough in Chicago.
Okay, and then when Meek Mill showed up at Madison Square Garden for his Expensive Pain concert, he actually brought you out.
Yeah.
And that was the first time you ever performed or something like that.
Hell yeah.
I mean, here you are, you're a New Yorker, right? Madison Square Garden is considered the heights.
Yeah.
The heights of performance. You know what I'm saying? In really the tri-state area, not just New York. Stepping on that stage, a full arena.
That was tough.
How did that feel? Like, I mean, were you nervous stepping on that stage?
Hell yeah.
I bet.
That was probably like my 5th show ever.
But you never had one that big before.
Never. Because first show was what, 250. Second show was about like 400, 450. Then I went to Albany that weekend. I had a show like 1,500 people, then like 3K people. So those shows I was panicking. So those are the first shows I did. Then the next show I did is 20,000 people.
Right, yeah. The Madison Square Garden, I just looked it up, 20,789 seats.
You know what I'm trying to say? So
you just went on steroids.
yeah, it was like I was
from-
panicky, I ain't gonna lie. Panicky.
How did you and Meek Mill actually link up for him to bring you out like that?
They had reached out to us, whatever. Yeah, they sent over an email, whatever, for me. Pulled up, we met him after the show, after our performance and shit. We was walking off stage, me, K-Flock, and Dougie. We just see somebody walking up to us. For me, Meek, pull up. Boom. He like, yo, pull up, let me chop it with y'all. Then he bring us behind the stage, and he just, for me, we start chopping it up. For me, he's just like, yo, I fuck with what y'all doing. I fuck with y'all movement. Keep going, you know, giving us gems and shit, chopping it. And then he told us how he found out about us, our music. We were just sitting there chopping it.
Dope. Did you guys make plans to actually work on music together?
Who, me and me?
Yeah.
I plan on working on him, but we never actually made plans on working.
Okay, well, and then that same month, Rolling Loud, New York City. K-Flock
Yeah,
brought you out.
Yeah, it was litty.
How many people was that?
I don't even know. Well, I definitely don't know, but it was litty. It was litty.
75,000? Does that sound right?
Yeah, but I don't think we was on that stage with 75,000 people. Cause you know it's different stages,
Different
like
stages,
different
yeah.
living. We probably, I ain't gonna lie, we probably was at the 10s, 15s.
Still.
Yeah, that was tough. That was crazy. Rolling Loud, good performance, recorded, national television. It was lit.
Okay, so you going on, well, you and your crew is going on this mega run, and everything is, all your dreams are coming together, and then disaster strikes when K-Flock got arrested for murder. It's an open case, so I don't want to talk about the details at all. But have you guys been talking at all while he's been locked up?
Yeah, I spoke to bro a couple times and shit. He in good spirits for sure.
Okay, how's he holding up?
Yeah, he good, man. He definitely good. You know, he'll be back soon. So he's just been, for me, wishing for the best, living life.
Well, he's actually represented by Jeffrey Lichtman, who represented El Chapo. So he got El Chapo's lawyer. So yeah, man, free K-Flock.
Yeah, for
I was a
sure.
big fan because then Shake It came out
Yeah.
with K-Flock, Dougie B, Cardi B, and Bori 300, which is actually, like, just to be dead honest, that's like my favorite song from your whole crew.
Yeah,
Like that,
yeah.
especially with how Cardi jumped on it.
Yeah, Cardi went crazy.
Cardi
That's
went
crazy
crazy.
because today they announced that today is about to be gold. Like it's about to be for me.
I'm surprised it's not platinum.
Yeah, facts.
That and I feel like Cardi B kind of stamping that.
Yeah.
As big as huge as she is, I mean, you could say she's the biggest female rapper right now. I mean, some
Yeah.
people debate it a little bit, but she's definitely one of them. So her jumping on that, I felt like really kind of co-signed what you guys have been building up.
That's a fact.
And she's from the Bronx too, right?
Yeah, she's from the Bronx.
Right. But then once again, the tragedy happens when, I guess you guys, were you in the video for that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I guess during the filming of the video, some fuck shit happens, then Dougie B gets arrested.
Yeah.
Is that all cleared up or is that still going?
Nah, he good on that.
He good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even sure if he got I'm not even sure if he got arrested that day. It wasn't even that day. That was a different day.
Oh, that was a different day?
Yeah, hell no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was around that time.
Yeah, facts. It had to be like probably the next day or something, but it wasn't that day for sure.
Okay. I mean, is that kind of tough? Like, I mean, you guys are, you take one step forward and then sometimes you got to take 2 or 3 steps back dealing with this bullshit.
Should be tough, man. For
I
sure.
mean, do you feel like you guys are kind of targeted in a way just because of the content, the music?
Yeah, we from New York, but that's the only place with hip hop police. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, it's tough. Like where they target all the Bronx drill rappers, no matter if you been out there for how long. Come back, they gonna try to just make it worse. And you can't even do no events in our own city. Any events, they gonna come shut it down.
Okay, unless it's like a Madison Square Garden or a Rolling Loud.
Yeah, stuff like that.
But I heard even some of the shit with like Rolling Loud that the police try to.
Yeah.
So have you had that happen where the police try to stop you from performing?
They tried to stop all of us.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people got taken off the list.
Did you ever get taken off the list?
Nah, I didn't get taken off the list.
Okay. Okay, so then 2002 rolls around. You put out the Misunderstood project. A-Boogie was on that as well.
Yeah.
So you two are really like
Yeah, in fact.
moving.
Yeah, I know him. Like, I know him. That's bro, for real.
Okay. And when that dropped, what was the effect?
It was just like a Misunderstood project. Was like a throwaway project for the fans. You know, they was begging for music. Just gave them that couple songs real quick. Give it to them. They was fucking with it.
Okay, so that's not your real album or anything else like that. Why the name Misunderstood?
Misunderstood. We understand it. Make them understood. Make them understand. That's a fact.
Okay. Well, then you drop One Time.
Yeah.
With you, Ice Spice,
Yeah.
Skilla Bang, J.I., Prince of New York.
That's a fact.
Did you know Ice Spice before?
Like, Well, before she started rapping?
Well, I mean, before this song.
Yeah.
Because she's from the Bronx as well.
I chilled with her a couple times. She put up to my session before or whatever. We met a couple times and all that. Yeah, for sure.
All right, so how did you end up getting her on this song?
I guess we was trying to do a record or whatever. And it just happened that I was in Atlanta cooking up. And then they was saying like, they felt like just that song was the best sound for her. So yeah, I just sent it over and all that.
Okay, so she did it on her own and then just sent the verse in.
Yeah.
But you guys actually did the video together.
Yeah.
Okay, well, where was that filmed?
We was at Newark. That was Newark. Yeah, we was at Newark, New Jersey.
Okay, dope video, by the way.
Yeah,
that
was ABI block, right? No, it wasn't.
Okay, so then Coi Leray started to launch a Trendsetter tour.
Yeah,
and you're actually on that tour.
yeah.
You're opening up for her.
Yeah.
How did you two hook up, or was that like a label thing?
I think it was because our DJ, my manager thing, facts.
Okay, and you guys did Demon.
Yeah,
How did that come together?
it was good. We did 2 records. It was that one. And what's the other one?
One Wish.
Yeah, One Wish.
One Wish.
She dropped it, but she ain't had me on it though. She took me off that.
She took you off the song.
Facts, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
She tell you why? You got to see her like on tour. You'd be like, some of that song.
Nah, in fact, the video shoot was cool and all that. We just did the songs. We was in the studio one time downtown for me, New York. Cooked up for me. And then just shot the video and all that.
Nah, man, she cool. I mean, I interviewed her right when she was starting out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right when she first got signed. Because me and her dad go way back.
Oh, all right, bad.
Benzino.
I forgot Benzino was her pops.
Benzino is her pops. Always throwing a monkey wrench in her shit.
Yo.
You know, announcing Nicki Minaj shit early. And
Yo, what? That was crazy.
yeah, Benzino's wildin', man. Okay. You know, as the views start going up and everything else like that, and you talked about how, you know, some of the dudes around you started acting funny. Do you feel like you can go back to your projects or go back to your neighborhood? Or do you feel like a certain level of, man, I'm just too big for this and some shit might happen if I go back?
Nah, my projects don't be on that. My projects don't be on that moving funny backdoor timing with, like, for me, with the original. For me, we in there. Like, I could still go back to my hobby in my neighborhood still. Projects for me, like, when you win, you win. Like, for me, when you out, you out. That's it. You get it. It's on that. Yeah, so.
Yeah, but a lot of times that's where the problems start. I mean, if you look at, you know, Boosie had a you know, most rappers get killed in their own city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at him, even you look at New York, Chinks Drugs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. I mean, shit, Scholar Rock back in the day. A lot of people, man. I mean, Nipsey got killed in L.A. Mo 3 got killed in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get the most love where you're from, but you're also going to get the most hate.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know,
But
all
it
the
be
people
like,
who you're not bringing with you.
Yeah.
Who, you know.
But it's like, it's different because, like, my projects, like, for me, we in there, it's like, it's going to be hard for somebody to come in there and do something unless it's somebody in the circle that do it. But
Well, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, you feel me? But it ain't really not kill. Niggas ain't trying to hear. Niggas ain't gonna kill one of each other. Like, I don't really be having like that.
Well, I mean, but I see the way you move. Like,
Yeah.
you move militant, which
No,
is the
that's
way
a
you
fact.
should be moving.
For
Like,
sure.
you know what I mean? Like, you're out here in LA right now, and I see you got your bodyguards with you, and you got your crew with you, and everyone seems on point. Like, you're not sloppy
No, that's a
with
fact.
the way you're moving, because not too long ago, right here in LA, PNB Rock,
Yeah.
which is maybe 30 minutes from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you first heard, you know, you ever met PNB Rock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him.
You guys worked
I was
together?
supposed to
or
do a
just-
song with him.
Really?
Yeah, fact.
You were supposed to do a song with him,
Yeah.
but it never happened.
Yeah.
Okay, when you heard that news, and you know, and you had been out to LA before, but I don't know if you were out to that part of LA.
I was out in LA during the pandemic.
Okay.
I was out here when I first dropped through the coke. One of the songs that Faye got his buck with was Savage. I was out here for a long time.
Okay.
It was nasty out here.
So when you found out that here's someone that you fuck with, who fucks with you, who's out here eating some chicken and waffles in the hood with his girl, and the worst possible situation happens. And you're iced out and everything else like that, but you're here in a safe environment. You got your bodyguards, I got my bodyguard. Like, you're safe right here.
Facts.
If we were to go to South Central, if we were to go to Compton, neither one of us would be safe right now.
Yeah.
Even with our people, it'd be a little sketchy. Because where he was in South Central, you got this Crip gang here, this Blood gang here. It's really like gang infested right in that area. And it wasn't even like they were planning on getting him. It was just an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this motherfucker got a big chain. I can go in real quick. And then, when you heard the news and you fucked with them, like, how did it affect you in terms of made you think about your own movements?
Can't slip up. And even like for me, bro, like every stuff like that's the thing. Well, in the streets, you learn like shit happen quick. Like shit happen quick. Like you could be chilling, everything fun and smiles, bro. One step, you take another step, it could be the worst moment of your life. Like in one footstep. So I be knowing, bro. Shit is crazy. Like just gotta be on P's and Q's, bro. Like it's alright, bro. Me, I be more paranoid. Me, I be sketchy about everything. I ain't finna be doing. Nah, unless I know, like, I think of the worst, like, all right, we about to go here. In my head, I'm thinking of the worst, so I'm coming, like, if I pull up, there's a way, like, if anything the worst happen, I know I'm gonna be able to
maneuver. What's the way out?
I'm gonna be able to make it home. So that's the only way. If I ever feel like I ain't gonna make it home, I ain't gonna go. I ain't gonna go nowhere. I don't care for a party, a fun time, bad bitches, money, nothing could make me feel like that, bro. If I feel like it's no good, like,
right.
Cause you just gotta be just think of the worst. Everybody be thinking shit can't go bad and shit can't go left, bro. That shit always go left. So,
I mean, look what just happened to Takeoff. Did you ever meet the Migos?
Nah, I never met the Migos.
Okay, I did their first interview.
Word?
2013. Offset was locked up, so it was just Quavo and Takeoff in Atlanta. And cool dudes. Humble. Takeoff was the most humble one out of that crew.
Yeah, I could
honestly,
see.
He had the less rah-rah of anyone, really. Like, he was the quiet one. He wasn't beefing online. No baby mama, girlfriend drama, nothing.
No,
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
he was the quiet, cool one. And it seemed like, even in that situation, we don't really know what happened, but it seemed like he wasn't even involved in any of the arguments. He was just there with his man and just got hit 2 times. 2 other people got hit. You don't expect this type of fuck shit to happen
but it
of
happened.
guys of this caliber.
Yeah.
But this is, unfortunately, you're hanging out with a bunch of out of town dudes.
Yeah.
That crew has their own set of issues. Everyone got guns on them, especially in Texas. Dice game goes bad, an argument goes bad. Next thing you know, your man is lying on the ground dead. And you're fucked up. And that's like his nephew or his uncle? I forgot.
I think so. I think his nephew.
His nephew.
It's like, it'd be stuff like that, bro. Unexpected, bro. I tell you, bro. Coming from the projects where, we got history, like, most known for this in New York.
Bronx is no joke, man.
For me, like.
Bronx is, yeah.
Just gotta prepare for the worst everywhere. You could never just think, I never go nowhere thinking I'm gonna go have a good time. I never, like, that's what's really fucked up, though. Like, for me, everywhere I go, I never think about, it's gonna be fun. Even if I might say it, it's by my mind, I'm already preparing for the worst, because I know, like, it don't even gotta be them, bro. We could go try there and something happen. Anything. I done heard a crazy story. Nigga, break stop working. Anything, bro. It just be like life is crazy, bro. You never, like, you be like, how that happened to this person? Like, for me, and then just be wrong place, wrong time, just try to stay out the way.
I mean, have you lost any of your friends growing up?
Yeah.
How many friends do you think you lost through violence?
Friends, family. Probably lost like 7 people.
7 people. And you're, what, 22 right now?
21.
21.
Yeah.
By 21, you've lost 7 people. So every 3 years, essentially, of your life.
Tough. Nah, people was dying in the same year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if you just average it out, every 3 years, you lose someone who is not dying of old age, is not dying of cancer, just dying of usually just dumb shit. Emotions, jealousy, drugs, money, like stuff that really could be avoided. You know, carrying guns unnecessarily. Yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad the number of people that I've interviewed that have died violently is insane.
Yeah.
Nipsey, Mo3, Young Greatness, who else? FBG Duck.
Yeah.
You know, who I interviewed him. I was telling him to move out of move out of Chicago, and he would just argue with me like, nah, I know how to move. I'm good. He was killed in the equivalent of Fifth Avenue, of Chicago. Louis Vuitton store here, Gucci store here.
Yeah, that's tough.
You just never know. But you don't really, you're not one of these beef rappers, I noticed. You kind of sprinkle it, but you don't really be calling out people or smoke on ops or none of that.
Yeah, online, bro. Whatever's in the streets, whatever I ain't finna be on. For me, we older now. Niggas is grown. Niggas be Cali. Niggas be on the internet snitching on the niggas, dry snitching.
Yeah.
All that is a form of dry snitching. For me, they be violating, like, you go live. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did this. You did this. You ain't do this. You ain't do this. You did this. I do this. Like, for me, bro, it's like basically just wasting your life, just doing all that clown shit, just snitching on yourself or dry snitching on the ops.
When you see what's happening right now in Atlanta with the YSL RICO case and how, you look at that indictment and it's this lyric here, this social media post here, this lyric here, this mixtape cover, all evidence. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just announced that trial is going to have 300 witnesses. 300 people going to get on the stand.
What?
And testify. Like half of Atlanta is going to testify.
What?
300 people, 300 witnesses are written down for this trial. They're saying that it's going to go on for at least 6 months when it actually starts. Does that make you think, like, when you start writing your lyrics, like, yeah, let me scratch this out here, and let me change this here, and let me take out this whole section here.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, to panicky. But I don't think they could do that in New York, bro. It's a form of art, bro. People lying.
You're talking about the South. You're talking about the Jim Crow South. And
yeah.
It's a lot more racist down there. But still, Boosie had a double murder trial, and he said for 2 days they played his lyrics in court. He got off because he had lawyers, but still, it feels like rappers are targets now, and rap music itself has become a target.
Heavy on the target. Even if it's not the music, people just want to, for me, see a rapper, they trying to rob a rapper, they trying to do this, do that. Hey, niggas be thinking it's just sweet. Nigga, we be working hard for everything else like everybody else, and we were trying to just, for me, so, like, me personally, I seen NBA players, like, for me, in Dan's, like, I'm in Chicago, I see DeMar Rosen just walking. For me, regular person, like, a rapper can't do that. A rapper can't. For me, they try to push out, for me, get on that. Now they trying to use lyrics or people saying songs against them, lock them up for it. It's just, can't win. They just don't want to see niggas win at this point.
Yeah, well, being paranoid is a good thing. I think with 21 Savage did an interview with academics, he basically said he's scared of everyone. He's paranoid everywhere. Everyone he meets, he's apprehensive. And it's not cool to live like that, but sometimes it's necessary.
Well, it's definitely necessary coming where I came from. Like, you really get to see. Like, you can't really trust nobody. Anything could happen quick. You can't feel safe. Whenever you feel safe, whenever you comfortable, that's when it's over. That's the worst, to be comfortable and feel like that.
Yeah.
Put your guard down and the worst happen.
All right, so what's next for you? So Misunderstood, you said that was just something you threw out.
Yeah.
So is there like an official album that's coming?
I'm about to drop a mixtape December, man.
Okay, what's the name?
Around, call it Maybe Part 2. We're gonna keep it trim.
Okay. Who's on it?
I don't know who's gonna be on it yet. I don't know, for me.
Okay, but
Definitely.
Dougie B gonna be on it?
Yeah, he might be on there for sure.
K-Flock?
Yeah, I got a record. Faith Flock, he might be on there too for sure.
Okay, any other big features or like outside the crew?
I got some features on the way out. On my other project, I'm about to drop with 808 Mellow and my boy Axel. They are from London. We about
Right,
to,
well, because you had that big song that you did in the UK, right?
yeah.
What was the name of it?
What you reckon?
Right, and that was with who?
Digga D.
Right. And that actually blew up in the UK.
Yeah.
So were you out there or no?
Yeah, I did a tour out there in the UK.
Yeah. How many cities?
What, three? Four cities.
4 cities.
Right.
Is that the first time out of the country?
That was my first time out the country. I went to London for 2 days because I performed at the, what's that? YSL Festival.
Oh, that's big.
In fact, they had me on there.
Wireless Fest, what is that, like 100,000 people or some shit?
And then I came back like a week and a half later for my tour. Facts.
Right, because London got their own version of drill. They got like a Brixton drill. Right, I remember I interviewed one of these, I think it was 6-7, one of the big groups. This was like maybe like 5 years ago. But they got, I mean, it's interesting how drill kind of started in Chicago and started to make its way into different things. But it seemed like what y'all are doing is kind of similar to what's happening in London. Like the style and the...
I fuck with London music. I ain't gonna lie. I just got in tune with they shit probably like last year or some shit. But I'm definitely into it. I fuck with they shit. There's some similarities for sure.
Okay. But do you have an official album on the way?
Nah, I don't got an official album.
Columbia's not trying to kind of nudge you into... Nah?
It's coming soon. Definitely 2023 though.
Okay, so next year.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for it?
Nah. I don't got a name for it yet.
Production-wise, because you guys really kind of built organically, with your own, in-house producer. Like Cash Cobain did a lot of your shit. So are you trying to stick with your own producers, or are you trying to fuck with like an 808 Mafia, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that type of...
tune in. All the big producers, they give out different sound. Every producer give out a different sound. That's what I learned for me. So it's like, try different sounds, try different producers, different vibes. For me, everybody got that different. Just try it. For me, tap in, different producers work. You'll never know which I could come up with, for sure.
Okay. I mean, has there been any outside, like big outside producer? ATL Jacob was just here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That motherfucker on fire right now. #1 hits. He did Super Gremlin. He did the Drake and Future record.
I was in Atlanta doing
Buddha Blast.
Yeah, I was with
Buddha
Buddha Blast.
He's dope.
Twisted Genius.
Twisted Genius.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Parker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the big Atlanta dudes are tapping in and fucking with you.
I was out there for like a week and a half working out there. Facts.
But you guys kind of have your own sound, and I think that kind of, I mean, in New York, drill kind of has, like the way the bass line hits and the way the drum patterns hit. I feel like it's unique. It's what makes you guys what you are. So it's dope to work with other producers.
I don't be making the beats. I be on them. Yeah, they be definitely swagging it up. They be definitely, every couple months, they come out with something new, something for me, month or two. They be trying, they be working. Producers is a big part of us, though, for me, because without them, they wouldn't really, for me,
yeah,
they definitely get their shout outs for sure.
Yeah, man, of course. Well, what else is coming up?
Shit, that. The 2 projects, one with 808 Mellow, I drop a mixtape. I think I'm supposed to have, when that Netflix thing coming out, I got a Netflix series coming out.
Oh, what's going on Netflix?
A little series I got, how I was in. For me, I'm trying to get into the acting and all that.
Oh, you got some scripted shit coming out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be.
That's what it is. Well, listen, B-Lovee, man, you've accomplished a lot in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
Very short. I mean, because it's only been, about a year or so?
Yeah, going on 2.
Going on 2 years. I mean, you got motherfuckers that work 10 years, 15 years to just get a song with 1 million views. I mean, I haven't added it up, but it looks like you got hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine putting all those people in one room. Like, it kind of, you know what I mean? Like I think about that with Vlad TV. It's like, oh shit, 80 million people tuned in this month. It's like, goddamn, like,
and that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of mind blowing, especially growing up in a small community where you know everyone. You walk outside and you either know everyone or you know someone that knows them. To suddenly having this big fan base, going to a whole different part of the planet, and people know the words.
Sure, bro.
You know,
it's definitely
dropping
crazy.
a song and 1 million views overnight. You know, you just gotta appreciate it and know that it, you know, I mean, you got to make sure you're there to really, you know, be there for the future success. Because, I mean, if you think about who started New York drill, Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
You ever met him?
Nah.
I was on the phone with him a week before he died. We had been trying to get an interview. We'd been trying, every time I'd be in New York, he'd be in LA. Then I'd go to LA and then he'd be in New York. And I wanted to do it in person. So we kept talking. And I remember he had just dropped the shit with Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Remember that? The Jack Boys, I think?
Yeah, that's what it was called.
And I called him up and I was like, yo, man, like you're blowing the fuck up. A Travis Scott project? Are you kidding me right now? Like,
that shit crazy.
He's like, yo, man, thank you. Like, yo, we got to get up and do this interview. I'm like, okay, cool. Where are you at right now? He's like, I'm in LA. I'm like, I'm in New York, but I'm going to fly back. We're going to get up. Next thing you know, he's at an Airbnb in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
Someone comes in to rob him, turns into a murder.
Yeah.
And this was, I mean, honestly, this is the dude that opened the door to what you guys were doing. If you think about it, like the sound, the cadence,
the dancing and all
everything.
That.
I mean, let me tell you, like, you never saw lines to the Dior store until Pop Smoke started talking about it. Now everyone's Dior'd out.
No,
that wasn't like that 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
Nah, yeah,
I mean, Dior was always there, but it wasn't like a hot brand. He put that shit on the fucking map.
Yo, Dior definitely did put that on the map. Nah, for sure.
Yeah. And look, what was he, like 20, 22 years old? He was a baby. And that shit ended terribly.
Should be tight.
Terribly, man. And that's why you just got to move careful and just, I mean, imagine how big Pop Smoke could be right now. Right now. Just as big as you guys are.
Yeah.
Imagine where he would be right now if he just stuck around.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He'd have been tight. He'd have been one of them for sure.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, that's a stamp fact.
Yeah, man. So, but you know, like I said, I've seen the way you move. Yeah. You're not careless. You're not fucking around. You're not hanging out. You car pulls up right in front of the door.
Yeah.
Door opens. You walk right in.
Out here for sure.
Your big ass bodyguard.
Yeah, we
got the strap
tight,
on him. You know, come right back in the car, back to the hotel. Because like Migos, if Migos weren't hanging out like that, if they just did their little show, went back to the hotel room, like Tony Yayo, I just interviewed him from G Unit. He said the reason why they're all still alive is that 50 was like, you go to a different city, do your show, come back to the room. If you got an after party, do the after party, get paid, back to the room. No hanging out, no playing dice. You know what I'm saying? No going to the hood, no going to the chicken spot. Like
on that, bro. We want everything situated. All right, bet. Moving in the city, bro. All right, bet. Yeah. I ain't loafing no way. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't loafing.
Yep. Well, B-Lovee, man, congrats on what you pulled off. Like I said, a whole lot in a short period of time. And you know, by the way you're moving and the music you're putting out, I expect a long, successful career. And you guys got your own sound. You got your own clique. You guys sound well together. You know, you guys complement the way you're doing it. Cardi B is on y'all's wave.
That's a
you know what I'm saying?
Cardi,
free K-Flock.
She to go.
K-Flock need to, you know, as soon as he gets free, you need to come and do an interview. Celebrate. You know what I mean? Him and the El Chapo lawyer can come sit here together. You know? And yeah, man, appreciate you coming in. Wish you all the best.
Definitely, bro. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Alrighty.